What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. Yesterday, Bungie dropped a mega ton of information on us about how weapons will be tuned in the 2.0 update. Nearly every weapon type is going to get touched here, some more than others, and today we'll begin to unpack this information and try to make sense of it. There is far too much to go over in a single video, so we'll be breaking this topic down into separate videos determined by weapon type. Today, we will begin with the hand cannons. Before we begin, I think it's important to note that Bungie has changed the way range drop-off works in Destiny. In Update 2.0, range and damage fall-off can be tuned independently. This is great news because it allows Bungie to lower damage at range without affecting other properties of a weapon that may be tied to its range stat. This is a big change and will hopefully allow Bungie to really tweak weapons in the future to make sure that they fit into a specific role inside Destiny. I highly suspect this is why it was so hard to properly tune weapons like hand cannons and auto rifles in the past, and also why this update has been so long coming. So let's start with the hand cannons. These weapons currently dominate the meta of Destiny, both in PvP and in PvE. They are getting significant changes across the board, and the exotics are getting individual tweaks in addition. All hand cannons are going to get a range nerf. Damage fall-off will start closer to the player shooting the weapon. They'll receive a small reduction in ADS accuracy targeted at making long-range snap shooting less reliable. They get a reduction in accuracy when firing from the hip, a reduction in magazine size, and finally, a reduction in the base zoom level. So when using them while aiming down sights, you will get a wider field of view as opposed to more zoom. All of these changes seem to be focused on separating hand cannons from scout rifles, and I think they will be effective. The current meta of this game allows players to use hand cannons from very long distances effectively, and this will change that. However, there is a change in here that I really don't like. Reducing the magazine size is really going to hurt in PvP and in PvE. Even if hand cannons of Update 2.0 are meant to be close range weapons, we are still going to want to be able to take down 2 or 3 guardians without reloading in the Crucible. And in PvE, constantly reloading really hurts damage per second numbers. Overall though, I think these are good changes. Those changes will also be brought to the exotic hand cannons, but each of those will also get its own tweaks. Thorn will be getting changes to the way the Mark of the Devourer perk operates. The base damage is being reduced for the damage over time by roughly 1/3. So each tick of damage over time will do 2/3 less damage. That damage over time though will now stack up to 5 times across multiple landed projectiles. These are interesting changes, and I think they nailed it. Thorn loses the ability to two-shot an opponent in the Crucible, but keeps its damage over time and the benefits that that provides. Simultaneously, Thorn also becomes more valuable in PvE, where it is rarely used. The last word is going to be getting a bug fix and an overall reduction to range. The range stat will be reduced from 20 to 10. The effective range, while ADS, will also be reduced. It will get an increase to accuracy and precision aim assist while firing from the hip, and they are fixing the bug that allowed hip fire damage to proc when aiming down sight. Again, I am completely on board here. The last word is supposed to be a very close range weapon that is most effective when fired from the hip, and this will achieve that. Currently, the last word can be used as a scout rifle that fires in automatic mode. It's ridiculous. It needs to be fixed. This is going to do that. I am very happy. Hawkmoon is getting a gentler touch. It will add a stack limit to the Luck in the Chamber and Holding Aces perks so that only 2 of the bonus perks ever stack on a single round. This will eliminate Hawkmoon's rare ability to get a one-shot kill on a full health player in the PvP. It will get an additional 2 rounds added to the magazine when Holding Aces perk is unlocked, presumably to combat the overall reduction in hand cannon magazine size that we mentioned earlier. And finally, the Luck in the Chamber damage bonus will be reduced by 3%. Eliminating the ability for Hawkmoon to one-shot is a good thing and overdue. I suspect people thought it was happening more often than it really was, but now it can't happen, so good. Otherwise, the Hawkmoon, aside from the general nerf to all hand cannons, will stay pretty much the same as it was, and because other exotic hand cannons are getting nerfed, I suspect the Hawkmoon will actually get more valuable in the meta of Destiny. So in the end, I think we're getting a really net positive with the changes to hand cannons. Some will be upset that the legendary hand cannons are getting such a heavy nerf, stating that they were fine before, it was just the exotics that needed to be reworked. But the problem was that hand cannons and scout rifles utility overlap far too much. By reducing the range of the hand cannons, that should be fixed, and hopefully creates a situation where there are just more weapons inside Destiny that are worth using for different situations. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.